Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's your girl Soul Shell, and I'm back with another review. And you know what? I really wanted to do movie reviews, but why not do series reviews? I did the Us, them. What's the name of that on Amazon Prime? Them review. So this time I'm going to do Marvel. People, y'all might not know I'm a huge Marvel fan. I did not grow up reading the comic books. I have several people around me that have read enough comic books around me to where I could go get answers. So before y'all go through any of my reviews, please understand that I do not read the comics. I get my comic commentary for people that I know that read the comics, like my nephew and one of my friends who might be on a show, on one of these shows. But I'm going to give my perspective. This is my review on my YouTube. So I'm still going to talk about Marvel stuff and the What If series. So take a seat, listen. Before we get started, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to do every single episode of this What If series. And I think I might be ongoing doing more Marvel stuff. I absolutely love the MCU. So that's me. So again, I'm not a comic book reader, but I love comic book movies. So my perspective is from watching the cinematic universe versus reading the comic books. I think, though, that if you have been a long time watcher of Marvel, and then when I sit with the people that I know that read the comic books, and how MCU does so many like different twists and turns and they switch things over, I feel like sometimes just because you read the comic does not mean that you know what's going to happen, because Marvel throws curveballs all the time on how they do stuff. And I love it. I love it. I feel like Marvel plans things like 5 years in ahead. I think one of the brothers said that. So anyway, let's get into it. The What If series. For those, I'm not really I grew out of cartoons a long time ago. I don't really watch cartoons no more, but this was awesome. It was a little nostalgic watching the cartoon. I like how they made references to Captain America, the first Avenger, with Carter. I like the different like little reference points in that. The idea of Carter being the Captain Carter, the woman Captain America. I thought that was an awesome concept. Her uniform was busting. Her uniform was busting. It was killing Captain America's costume. I'm sorry, y'all. It was, but I like how they went back and did events as if it was her doing it instead of Steve. And I like how even though Steve didn't get the serum and he was still like his little minuscule little self, I like how she, just because she had the more power, how she did not make him feel like he was less or scrawny. She still was digging her some Steve. And actually she showed her affection for Steve a little more than I think than she did. So had, the thing is, had Steve would have continued, we seen Steve became Captain America and took the serum. And he never knew that the woman that he loved felt the same way about him. He was the man watching in the window, looking for her. And then, at the end of, Endgame, he went back and got his woman. It took him all that time to go back and get his woman, versus when she became when she became Captain Carter, she let her intentions be known. She let it be known how she felt about him, and he was able to experience that love that he would not have been able to experience had he became Captain America. She was kicking butt. Like the action scenes in the cartoon were like busting. She was kicking butt in that, and it's crazy. I remember the train scene, and I was like, oh man, so what are they going to do? Are they going to let Bucky die again on this? But this is a made-up series, so this is the What If. So it wasn't Bucky that went down with that train, it was Steve. But luckily Steve was in that suit, an indestructible suit that Stark had made. So he ended up in the end surviving and all of that stuff. And it's so funny because at the end of that episode, she went through, she got lost in the portal and she came back. Instead of Steve being lost in the ice for 70 years after that plane crash, she got lost in that portal for 70 years. I wonder, and this is just a theory, I wonder when she went through that portal following that octopus or whatever, I wonder if no, she couldn't have got stuck in the, TVA or whatever. Or maybe she could have. Maybe we'll find out. But she came out and there was old Patches. Call him Patches. Now let me not do Samuel like that. But yeah, so she came out in that episode. So it got me hyped for the new episode and what's to come with this series. I know another exciting thing that I'm looking forward to with this series is this is one of Chadwick Boseman's last roles that he did. So Black Panther is going to make an appearance as Chadwick Boseman voicing the character. So that's going to be awesome when they come up on that. So I'm thinking that maybe the series is going to go. I didn't read any of the articles or what the series is supposed to be, so I have no idea. So this is just me guessing. I wonder is each series going to be a depiction of what would have happened in each movie. So that's what I'm thinking is kind of going, since they're starting with the first Avenger or whatever. So, and it's kind of another thing I wanted to point out with Steve in that suit. So was Steve the first Iron Man? So because she took the serum, Stark made that suit, and instead of Tony years later making that Iron Man suit, they already got the first Iron Man suit and Steve's wearing it. So I thought that was another thing to point out or whatever. So we'll see how that storyline goes. All right, so that's all I'm gonna say for now. That's all I'm gonna say for now. Stay tuned for the next episode. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. All right, talk to y'all later.